When I met 80-year-old Georgia Johnson in June, she'd been given 10 days to move out of her Hudson Ridge apartment.
This country is supposed to be the land of the free and the home of the brave, but in other countries, they take care of their elders.
But Family Service could not take care of their elders because it didn't have the money to fix a lengthy list of life-threatening DOH violations. This crisis did not happen overnight. I scoured public records, calculating the nonprofit's debt-to-asset ratio over the last 10 years. In 2024, that ratio was 271%, meaning it carried almost 3 times as much debt as the value of its assets. Clearly, the nonprofit was insolvent. But let's go back a decade to 2014. Their debt-to-asset ratio was 55%. That's more liabilities than assets. By 2016, it had jumped to 79%, and by 2019, it was 146%. That means it carried 46% more debt than the value of its assets. It was dead broke 6 years ago. Assemblymember Sarah Clark is asking this question.
Where was people's money going? Was it going to rent, whatnot? And how were flags not going up along the way?
Even though Family Service of Rochester was licensed by the Department of Health, it was not required to report that it was financially insolvent. Clark is working on a bill to change that.
We have already started the language around looking at legislation to require that when rent goes behind in these supportive housing programs, that there is an immediate flag notice to, notified to DOH and other organizations.
So the state can help avert a crisis like this. Family Service was $400,000 behind on the rent at Danforth and Hudson Ridge Towers. Had the law been in place, the state would have known. But assuring nothing like this happens again also means examining what went wrong.
We have hearings, we're able to do investigations, and we're able to legislate.
On that, Assemblymember Seawright wants to have a hearing on this issue with all the stakeholders at the table. Do you agree that should happen?
I think that's a great idea. Having a hearing, it's not just about accountability, but it's also, again, about legislators better understanding what's going on.